Hello, geometry students. Okay, so today we're talking about dilations. And now dilations are either you're taking a shape and you're making it either smaller, or reducing it in size, we're making a reduction, or we're enlarging it. Now, if you go on you can think of it as going on a picture on your phone. Yeah, that's a good example. We'll use that. Let's find a good picture on my phone. Photos. Let's see. Find a picture on my phone that's good. All right, let's go with. I want to find something interesting. Hold on, what's a good, interesting picture? Too many guitars on here. Dum 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 dum. A dog. My brother's dog. Now, what happens is I want to see a picture of this dog. His name's Louie, and I want to make him bigger. So what do you do on the phone? You enlarge it. Now this dog hasn't changed, but now he's bigger. You enlarged him. Same shape, right? Now the other way is to make him smaller, right? So you can enlarge him, or you can make him smaller. And we're going to do the same thing in geometry. We're going to take a shape and we're going to either make it larger or smaller. Now it says J prime, K prime, L prime, M prime is a dilation of image JKLM. So this blue one, the primes aren't coming out very clearly, so I'm marking them again. The blue one is this, so I'm marking that. And the black one is the original. So it started out as the black one and became the blue one. So was it an enlargement or a reduction? It's a reduction. We made it smaller. An enlargement means we made it bigger. But we went from the black one to the blue one. So, and we made it smaller. So it's important to know the order. Now, here's the problem. What is the scale factor of this? Well, one of the things we're going to learn about dilations, they're all based on multiplication. So if you want to make something twice as big, you multiply it by 2. Now, if you want to make something smaller, you have to multiply it by a fraction. So let's look at one piece, okay? I'm going to look at the number M, letter M. So M became M prime. M, its numbers are, its x is -2 is quarters of -2, -1, -2. So it's -2 comma -2. Its new coordinates, when it becomes M prime, is -1 across and -1 down. So what happened? We're cutting it in half. So what you do is, look at this. I take my original one. I take the two numbers, -2 and -2. And since I cut it in half, I multiply it by 1/2. And I multiply this one by 1/2. If I multiply both by 1/2, I get my answer. -1 comma -1. Let's check our work. Let's look at the next one, L. L is a little bit more complicated. L is its coordinates, as it goes from L to L prime, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 in the x direction, and how many down? 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 comma 4. Oh, down, -4. So, if my theory is correct, I have to take these numbers, 6 and -4 and divide them or multiply them by 1/2. And I should get L prime. All right, let's do this and then check our answers. 6 times 1/2, put in your calculator, 6 divided by 2 is just 3. -4 divided by 2, -2. Use your calculator if you need. So if L is 3, -2, I'm right. L prime, excuse me. L prime. So L prime is over here. I go 1, 2, 3 over. The x checks out. And I go 1, 2 in the negative direction. Checks out. So now to do it for all 4 of these, the other points, I just have to find where K is. Okay, so K, its original point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, comma 0. The y value is 0. And J, this big J over here, is 0, comma 2. I take my numbers. Right? And I do 6, 0, 0, 2. And I take all those numbers, I multiply them all by 1/2. This works out really nice because I've got a couple of zeros in here. So let's go over this real quick. On this one, 6 times 1/2, 6 divided by 2 is just 3. Comma, 0 times 1/2 is just 0. I'm supposed to do it on blue, sorry. And then J prime is 0 times 1/2, 0. And 2 times divided by 2 is just 1. Look at that. So now we have a formula. They're going to say a scale factor, okay? If they say they want something by a scale of 2 or 3, you'll multiply it by that number. That's all you're doing. All right. So remember one thing. Here's a rule to write down. If you are enlarging, okay, I'm going to write enlargement. It is usually a number greater than 0. Excuse me, greater than 1. 1 or bigger. So it could be 3.5, 1, 2, 7. Now, if it's a reduction is a number that's a fraction. So if something's reduced, it will be a fraction. If something's increased, it will be a number bigger than 1, or 1 or bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4.5, 17, 1 million. Then it's an enlargement. If it's a reduction, it's going to be a fraction. Okay, guys. I'll get back to you with the next one in a bit.